Hey guys, it's Joe from Encourage Her. Happy Friday. I want to come on today to give you encouragement about fire. I know that sounds weird, but I'm talking about a certain kind of fire, okay? I posted something this morning that I've been really processing and thinking a lot about. It's something that I get fired up about. And I think when in our spirit, or in our emotions or our feelings, when we get fired up about something, it's a signal of something, okay? That fieriness we feel inside, I believe it comes from many sources, but sometimes it's a burden. It's something that's on your heart and it burns, you just feel so much about it. And that can be a beautiful thing if you do something about it, right? You take action with that fiery burn that's inside of you. You do something about it. It's a burden that God's placed on your heart. You're meant to make a change in the world because of that burden. That's one kind of fire. Another kind of fire you can feel inside is from just bitterness and anger and trauma and past experiences. That's an icky fire that needs to be put out. That maybe is a sign of a lack of healing. If you're feeling that fire, that bitterness, that anger, whatever that looks like, that's not of God. That means there's some leftover junk inside of you that maybe you need to take more time to process and heal. Talk to somebody about, bring it to God, seek counsel. There's all different kinds of fire that can be inside of you. But the kind of fire that I'm talking about is when that fire, something that's inside of you, comes out of this, okay, and causes fire. In the Bible, in James, it literally refers to the tongue as fire, a source of fire, something that can cause destruction. So that's the fire that I'm talking about today, is our tongue, our words that we use when we speak. Are you feeling in this season something that you're fired up about? Are you taking time to take a breath, take a minute, process, pray, maybe sleep on it and then post, and then share, and then speak it out loud to someone else? I think there's such value and wisdom in the pause, okay, before the fire, before you share what it is that's inside of you. I was thinking about this concept, and I live in New Jersey, and I live near the Pine Barrens, and one of the weirdest things I witnessed when I first moved here were these controlled burns, a controlled fire. And I had to learn about them because I'd never seen it before. And it's preventative. It's a preventative measure. Forest fires, when left out of control and when just spewed, cause massive destruction. But preventative fires can allow them to be less impactful when a fire does occur. When that perfect storm comes with the weather and a fire might occur, it eliminates a lot of the destruction. So I went online and I Googled, why are controlled fires a good thing? And listen to some of these words, and then think about the concept of feeling something inside of you and wanting to say it out loud, wanting to share it, maybe wanting to post it, and maybe the benefits of controlling your words or thinking and doing some prevention before it comes out. So listen to this. Controlled burns are lit for a number of reasons. By ridding a forest of dead leaves, tree limbs, and other debris. A prescribed burn is another way to call it. It can also prevent a destructive fire. Controlled burns can also reduce insect populations and destroy invasive plants. I want you to hear that word, invasive. In addition, fire can be rejuvenating. So I think that's powerful. I don't know if you're making the connection right now, but let me read another version of it. A controlled or prescribed burn, also known as a hazard reduction burning, it eliminates backfire, swelling, or a burn off, is a fire set intentionally for purposes of management. So this is what I'm saying. There is such beauty and wisdom in holding your fire for a moment. That doesn't mean altering your position. That doesn't mean changing the way you feel about it before you say it. That doesn't mean avoiding it. But what that means is maybe doing a little preventative burning with yourself first. Okay? Look at what has invaded your spirit. What is it about that fire? What is the root cause of that fire? And if it is truly burden, and you feel like this is going to make change, this is going to tell truth, this is going to benefit a relationship, this is going to be a catalyst for change, then by all means, let that fire burn. Okay? But maybe we do a little work before we spew the fire in ourselves first before we speak it. That's what I'm saying. I think there's value in the controlled burn of the fire in our words. We're meant to have fire. We're meant to have feelings. We're meant to have things that we get fired up about. But at the delivery is often where we lose our effectiveness. Okay? It's in the delivery. It's in the emotion. It's in whatever past trauma and junk is inside of you that deters the impact of your words and your point. So take time before you let your fire out. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying don't let your fire out. We've all got a purpose and a plan and a point to the things that we're burdened about. God gives each of us burdens purposefully, okay? And that's awesome and that's beautiful. But maybe, like here in the Pine Burns, we do a little controlled burning, little preventative burning before we let that spew and it causes destruction. Okay? We don't want to be destructive with our words. We don't want our words to be fire. We want them to cause change. All right. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense in my spirit. I hope it encourages you to take time to control your fire before you spew it so it's not destructive. When you're out there today in the world, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, choose to be a woman who encourages. In this season, sometimes it's taking choice to really change your mindset and focus in on a way that you can encourage. All right, ladies, if you need encouragement, personally reach out to me. I'd love to encourage you. I'd love to hear about what's burning in you today that you just want to spew out. Control it before you let it go. All right, ladies, have a fantastic Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. Perfect sense. Oh, good. I'm glad it makes sense. All right. Thanks for sharing and love to you all. I hope you have a great weekend. Here in New Jersey, at least we're getting some rain and some wild weather, so stay safe. And I'll see you all again on Monday. All right. Talk to you soon. Get out there. Join me. Encourage somebody today. Hey guys, it's Jo from Encourage Her. Hope you found this message encouraging today. Hit subscribe and join us in becoming a woman who encourages.